Grizzly basketball inside Harrison Gymnasium in what's going to be a long, jam-packed week. So before we start to break this one down, I'm going to go ahead and give everybody a schedule update. That way, you guys will hear it several times throughout tonight's broadcast. But for next week, these Labette County Grizzlies will play Monday on the road at Chanute High School. They'll play Tuesday at home versus, I believe, the Caulfield Field Kinley Golden Tornado. And then they will be on the road Thursday to Independence to play against the Independence Bulldogs. So a jam-packed week of basketball, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. They'll play 3 games in 4 days. We'll see how that tests, and it's one of those things, Jack, where we talk about that. Yes, it's terrible to play that many games in that short amount of time. Turn around the other side for the Lady Grizzlies state tournament prep.
Yeah, that's true.
That many games in that many days.
Yeah, and they've played back-to-back days already twice this season, and I think they'll be okay. I really do. I think that the way that Coach Snyder runs them in practice and the way that they run in games, the pace of play that they play all season long from start to finish of just about every game, I think they'll be okay. And if anything, I think it's a good thing if you want to look at it that way, to just really get in the flow. And like you're playing night in, night out, you can kind of find a stride, but you have to be careful and not go into the postseason with a bad taste in your mouth. So 2 different things could happen next week, and I think that it'll be on the better side.
And now we flip scripts and we start looking at the matchup for tonight. If we go back and look at the book from the last time these 2 teams met up, Maddie Brannon led the way for both squads in the scoring department with 14. And then it was Anna Dean with 9, Lauren Forbes with 9, Elsie Sorrell with 6. And on the Pittsburgh side of things, they did a nice job on Petty. Madden Petty only with 9. And then Hendrickson with 6, and Talent off the bench with 7. And so really Pittsburgh never got going on the scoring side of things. And so that's a huge part for Labette County needing to guard the 2 names in particular, Hendrickson and Petty, the 2 big names for Labette County here tonight. When we come back, here from a 60-second timeout, we're going to have Jack's Keys for a Grizzly victory, along with starting lineups for Labette County and the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. So 60 seconds here on KLKC. Inside Harrison Gymnasium, I'm Will Owens alongside Jack Leak III. Jack, it's that time. Let's get to Jack's Keys for the Lady Grizzlies to come away with a much-needed win in SEK League play.
Yeah, so the first key is going to be defend the paint. Kind of touched on it a little bit ago. These guards, they shoot threes, but they preferably, at least from what I saw in Pittsburgh, like to maybe give a little head fake and then try to take you to the cup. So we're really going to have to be ready to move our feet and defend Hendrickson inside. So really defend the paint if you're Labette County. Second one is going to be create turnovers, because this is a seasoned Pittsburgh team. And as we saw back in Pittsburgh, they're hard to rattle and they're hard to put under our foot like we can do with some other teams in the league. Pittsburgh's a little bit harder to do that with. And so you begin by creating turnovers. The third key kind of filters off of creating turnovers is push the pace. Pittsburgh is going to want to run the game at their control, at their pace, which is not Labette County's fast speed of play, which we like to do. So off of those turnovers, push the pace, skip past like we always like to do, and don't let Pittsburgh create a slow tempoed game, which is what they're going to want to do.
And I'm going to add this to Jack's second key of the night. Put them under your foot. We're going to take a line from Mitch Holtis and put the hammer down tonight in the second half, most likely in the fourth quarter against these Purple Dragons.
Yeah.
Starting lineups tonight for you. First, we'll go with the home team on the scoreboard, your Labette County Lady Grizzlies. It's going to be number 10, a 5'8 junior, Carson Stewart. Number 12, a 5'7 junior, Lauren Forbes. Number 33, a 6-foot junior, Anna Dean. Number 42, a 5'11 junior, Madison Brannon. Number 54, a 5'10 senior, Elsie Sorrell. So again, for the Labette County Lady Grizzlies, it is Stewart, Forbes, Dean, Brannon, and Sorrell. And for these Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, if nothing changes from the lineups we've seen already, it'll be a freshman at 5'9", number 1, Jacqueline Hall. Number 3, a senior at 5'8", Addison Fornelli. Number 12, a senior at 5'7", Madden Petty. Number 24, 5'11 senior, Jaya Minifield. And rounding it out, the 6-foot senior, number 52, Ella Hendrickson. So again, for the Lady Dragons, it's Hall, Fornelli, Petty, Minifield, and Hendrickson. Let's take a 60-second timeout. We come back. We will have the voice of the Lady Grizzlies, Jack Leake III, here inside Harrison Gymnasium.
Welcome back, everybody, to Harrison Gymnasium as starters are being announced here. We're just moments away from tip. And Will, we talk about how crucial this game is in the SEK race for these Lady Grizzlies, undefeated in the SEK. That being said, that does put a big target on your back. And playing Pittsburgh not too long ago in what really was a tight game for 3 quarters, they're going to want a little bit of revenge. And they're a senior-led, senior-heavy team that can definitely do it. But if Labette County does come out on top, I'm not going to say the race is sealed, but that's a big step to the title.
Yeah, it is. It's still one of those things is you still got to go to Independence. You still got to go to Chanute. And you only got a 2-game lead right now. No matter if you win tonight, you still only have a 2-game lead knowing Independence Bulldogs are sitting on the other side. And so Labette County, when I talked to Coach Ballmer here before the game, she said the same thing of if we lose out, we get second place. She said we've got to win 2 or 3 of the next 4 to get where we want to be. And that's being, if something doesn't happen tonight with Independence and they don't lose again and you don't roll or lengthen that lead on everybody, but this is a huge step. And then Thursday next week's another big one. And don't second guess Monday. Chanute Lady Blue Comets and Corey Babcock are ready for some redemption.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. I mean, Chanute came in here, gave us a game as always. I think we won that one by 3. So you can only imagine what it's going to be like at Chanute. But this is a team that I would expect to take just a night at a time and not get in that mentality of, okay, we have to win this many games out of the next 4 if we want to win. This is a team that would take it a game at a time. and hopefully they do that tonight. It's going to be Pittsburgh ball to start things off here.
Jack, I'm going to mention we have a starting lineup change. Cheyenne Hunt, a 5'8 junior, in the starting lineup instead of Hall. And then number 15, a 5'6 senior, Natalie Talent, in the starting lineup instead of Minifield.
Here's a quick two from Hendrickson underneath the goal, so 2-0 Dragons here early. Here's Dean with it in the corner. Grizzlies looking to respond. Here's Brandon at the top from Stewart, inside to Sorrell, being worked on by Hendrickson. She's forced to kick it out. Here's a deep one from Brandon. It's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Dean on the offensive glass, but she loses it, and it's picked up by Minifield, and she's pushing it up quick here for the Dragons. She's picked up by Sorrell, crosses over, backs it out, takes her baseline. Nice defense from Sorrell, forces her to pick it up. She's looking for Fornelli. Brandon almost steals it, but Addison controls it. She picks up her dribble. Brandon harasses her for it, and she'll find Hendrickson in front of the student section. Hendrickson's going from right to left, picks up her dribble. Now left wing to the top is Minifield. Minifield picks up her dribble, signals for Hendrickson to move, but no one's open, and she'll find her at the top of the elbow. She'll dribble right, kick it to the corner. Here's a Fornelli driving baseline. She'll put it up off the glass and in for Addison Fornelli. Nice possession there from the Lady Dragons. 4-0 Pittsburgh here early.
And you begin to wonder, Pittsburgh playing last night, so a little bit of that rust already knocked off. Labette County coming in after being out because of the winter weather for almost a week.
That's a good point. Here's Forbes driving, kicks it to the top. Here's Brandon, fumbles, but catches it, and it's picked away, but it's retrieved by Dean off of the tip from Minifield. And here's Sorrell back out to the top, now to Stewart to slow things down. Brandon deep right wing, now corner Dean in front of the Pittsburgh coach. She's looking inside, she'll reverse it. Brandon, Stewart, head fakes, drives left side, kicks it out to Forbes. Now to Sorrell in the corner. She squares up for a long two. It's short, rebounded backside by Minifield. Pittsburgh's looking to make this a 6-point game, possibly 7. Here is Fornelli crossing half court. Grizzlies in a man-on-man defense. Here is Forbes on the deep side, guarded Fornelli. In the corner, Minifield inside to Hendrickson, guarded by Dean. She turns off the glass, and it's good for Ella Hendrickson. 6-0 Pittsburgh. Coach Snyder wants an early 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick 30 on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you, we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
Six to 0 Pittsburgh, landing the first few punches early on the Grizzlies on their home court. Grizzlies trying to respond. They have the ball. Here's Stewart on the left side, squares up from behind the arc. They need it. It's short, rebounded in the corner by Brandon. Big offensive rebound from Madison. Inside to Dean from Sorrell. She puts it off the glass over Hendrickson, and it's good for Anna Dean. Nice strong move there from Anna Dean.
And 2 good shots for Labette County off that possession.
Yeah, it was. That was the cleanest possession we have had all night, and it's only 2 minutes in. Here's Dragon basketball. Minifield throws it across. Here's Fornelli. She's looking to drive. She puts it up. It's rejected by Forbes and stolen by Dean at the baseline. Sorrell all the way up the court to Stewart. She loses it but maintains control, and it's thrown out of bounds. Just a little too high for a cutting Lauren Forbes. Pittsburgh basketball, 6-2 Labette County. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Talent with the basketball. Grizzlies kind of picking them up in that half-court pressure here. Here's Fornelli walking it up. They still haven't crossed half court. Now's Talent across the timeline. Now in the corner is Hunt. Now free throw line pulling up is Fornelli. It's a little strong. Rebounded by Hunt. Back out to Fornelli. Pittsburgh with a fresh possession.
You can tell Pittsburgh's really going to slow down on the offensive side. They aren't going to. They launched a few more threes as I say that.
As Minifield knocks down a 3 from the top of the key. I didn't want to cut you off, but it's 9-2 Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and they don't want they shot a lot more threes when they played Labette County at Pittsburgh.
Yes.
So you can already tell right now the inside is a presence right now for Pittsburgh.
And on the other end, Anna Dean is a presence inside for Lady Grizzlies. It's 9-4 as Dean turns, shoots, and scores. Anna Dean with all 4 of the Grizzlies' points here, almost halfway through quarter number 1. Here's Talent with it, and it's intercepted by Brandon. It's Brandon and Stewart working on Hunt, and a lay-in is good by Carson Stewart off of the feed. Dragons do not like what they see. They'll call a timeout. It's just 30 seconds. It's 9-6 Pittsburgh. Grizzlies on a quick 4-0 run out of the Coach Snyder, or 4-3 run rather, out of the Coach Snyder timeout. Not really surprised, kind of. You made a really good point. Pittsburgh playing last night. Labette County hasn't played for a while, which if you ask anybody down there in that huddle, they're going to say, no, we don't have any excuses, which is true, but playing a night before can kind of help.
Yeah, you get into a rhythm, whether you won or lost last night, you're in a rhythm now heading into tonight. You've got back in the flow of running your offense. You got back in the flow of running your defense. You're running your inbounds. You're just playing the game. You can't simulate that in practice.
Yeah, that's true. And 4 minutes in, it's looking like Pittsburgh learned a lot from that loss from these Lady Grizzlies, and they're punching holes in the Grizzly defense here. We'll see what they can do on this possession, however. Here's Fornelli, and it's intercepted by Sorrell. It's tipped on the long ball, and Stewart tracks it down. Brandon and Sorrell just now get up off of their feet, and here's Forbes turning, shooting off the glass. It's no good, but Dean gets it. She's rejected by Hendrickson, and Hendrickson has it, and we have a forced jump ball by Stewart, and it'll be Lady Grizzly basketball. And we have a substitution. Here is Paige Morey checking in for Jaya Minifield. That was a big jump ball creation there by Carson Stewart as Pittsburgh had momentum off of the Hendrickson block. It is Grizzly basketball nonetheless. Dean with it on the inbound at the top. Here's Brandon squaring up for three, and it's off to the left, no good. Rebounded by Stewart. She trips over a fallen talent. Ball's on the deck. Sorrell has it, and it is in and out, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and it's saved by a Dragon and retrieved by Stewart. So here we have Sorrell with the ball at the top. Grizzlies have had the ball for a while now. Now 3 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. Dean has it in the corner. Inside to Sorrell, nice look. She shoots, no foul called. Forbes has it rejected by Hendrickson, and Hendrickson has it ripped away from by Forbes. It's still Grizzly basketball.
Yeah, Labette County being an aggressor right now, and it's got all of the Pittsburgh fans behind us. It's got the Pittsburgh coach going after the officiating crew already in this one.
Yeah, you can tell that just as we have Carson Stewart makes a three, but a 3-second violation is called. Checking in real quick is Jasmine Perez, and taking a breather is Lauren Forbes. But you can tell that Pittsburgh came in wanting this one. They want to win this game, and you can tell it here early. They have made a statement. Here is Fornelli with the ball, skipping it up ahead to Talent. Has it stolen away by Sorrell, but she tumbles out of bounds. It'll stay Pittsburgh basketball.
And bringing some KU references to some KU fans out there. This is the Fall Gallon of SEK basketball.
No, that's true. I don't think we've ever made that reference.
It runs through this place.
That's very true, as we have a new substitution for the Purple Dragons. Haley McCabe, the 5'7" junior, checks in for Natalie Talent. Here's Brandon gambling on a pass, but she misses it. Here's Hunt, stolen away by Perez on the pass to the elbow, and we have another jump ball. It'll stay with the Purple Dragons this time. Still 9-6, 2:41 to go in quarter number one. Purple Dragon basketball. McCabe's going to be throwing it in over Stewart. She launches it, and it's intercepted by Sorrell. She crosses half court. She's in the paint. She lays it up, and she's rejected, but a foul is called on Jaya Minifield. Great hustle there by Elsie Sorrell, and she was hacked on the other end by Minifield. So Elsie Sorrell is going to go to the line to try to cut the Pittsburgh lead to just one.
Yeah, that's a hard foul. Minifield was not going to let Sorrell have an easy layup.
Yeah, she wasn't. As Sorrell's first free throw is good, 9-7. Claire Carnahan checking in for Anna Dean. And during that Coach Snyder timeout after Pittsburgh came out hot, it seemed like she was just talking to her post, Elsie Sorrell and Anna Dean, and they've done a fantastic job down there ever since. Sorrell's second free throw is a little long, no good. Here's Minifield on the rebound, guarded by Sorrell. That's been a good matchup so far. Sorrell's doing a nice job on Minifield.
Sliding her feet really well.
She is.
On her toes of her feet. Not sitting back.
As Minifield still has the ball, Sorrell making her uncomfortable. She's forced to pick it up. Sorrell harasses, and she'll hand it off to Fornelli, who drives baseline, and she has her pass almost intercepted, but a two-point basket is good by Hunt. Looked like it was going to be picked off, but Hunt somehow got it through the lane. 11-7 Pittsburgh. Here's a nice pass inside from Perez to Sorrell. She's working on Minifield, and it's good. Nice looking move there from Elsie Sorrell. She moved from right to left and laid it in. Pittsburgh wants a quick 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, and we'd like to remind everybody that tonight's broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op. And other sponsors include Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Health, Labette Bank, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Bartlett Co-op, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, No Dine Legal, Tank Connection, USD 506, Wood Harry Insurance and Real Estate, Community National Bank, the Corner Store of Altamont, Thomas Implement, Farm Bureau Agent Kendall Hall, and MJ's Burger House. And Will, what these timeouts are telling me is that Pittsburgh does not want any blood flow for Labette County. They're cutting it off at all times.
Yeah, he's already used 2 of his 5 timeouts in the first quarter, and something we haven't seen all season.
Here is Perez picking it off from McCabe. Couldn't throw over the top of Perez, and she saves it from going out of bounds, but she does step out, says the referee. So Perez forced the turnover and then lost it out of bounds. So it'll be Pittsburgh basketball. Elsie Sewell, nice minutes from her. She's taking a seat, and coming in for her is Anna Dean. So Pittsburgh basketball, 11-9 Pittsburgh, a minute 45 on the clock. Minute 46. Here is Fernelli with the ball, picked up by Stewart here, forced to kick it to the left side now, up ahead to Hendrickson. Hendrickson head fakes on Perez, launches it, and it's intercepted by Dean. Nice court vision there from Anna Dean. A fresh possession and hopefully a lead here for Labette County off of it. Here's Brandon squaring up. She's unguarded, and it's nothing but net for Madison Brandon. Grizzly lead 12-11. Big time shot for Madison Brandon. And the entry pass is almost stolen away by Perez, but corralled by Hunt. Pittsburgh struggling right now. Here's a bounce pass stolen away by Anna Dean. She picks it up off of the deck, flings it up ahead to Stewart. Beautiful pass. Her right-handed layup's good. 14-11 Labette County. You can feel the pressure from these Lady Grizzlies.
Yeah, and if you're Pittsburgh, you don't want to use another timeout, but
yeah,
now you'd like to have another timeout.
Exactly. Good point. As coach is over there just trying to get his Dragons to just get their head out of the clouds here, as the Grizzlies have just put them in it in this half-court press. Here's Hendrickson trying to throw it off of the shins of Dean, but she will find Fornelli, and a foul's called as the Grizzlies gambled on it, and it looks like he's going to get Jasmine Perez on the foul. That is the second foul of the game. Each team just with one team foul.
Yeah, this officiating crew's going to let them play, especially the 2 of the 3 I know. They're going to let it. They're not going to call tic-tac. It's going to be a flow of the game tonight. Yeah, and it has not really been a sloppy game foul-wise. It's been well called. 2 teams have just been duking it out. Here, top of the key is Fernelli, now right wing. Here is Talent. She launches a 3. It's short, rebounded by Brandon. 34 seconds on the clock. Grizzlies with a lot of momentum and a 3-point lead. Here's Forbes in the corner. Now Brandon at the top. She's wide open from the top, and it's a little long. Rebounded in the corner by Minifield. And she's harassed in the corner, and a foul is called. It looks like by Claire Carnahan's reaction, that is who he got. I think he got Madison Brandon.
That's who I would assume, and he does get Madison Brandon.
Brandon had more of a reaction than Carnahan.
Okay, so 2 team fouls for Labette County, nothing crazy. That's the first personal on Madison Brandon. She'll sit down. Shelby Wilson checks in for the first time tonight. 22 seconds on the clock, Pittsburgh with the basketball. Here's Hendrickson now. Perez just waiting on that right moment to pick off a pass. 12 seconds, and she steals it away from Hendrickson. Left-handed layups, no good, but rebounded by Forbes, and her trail layup's good. Nice trail there from Lauren Forbes, and steal by Jasmine Perez. 3 seconds on the clock. Pittsburgh just now inbounding. 1 second, and the buzzer will sound. So what a way to end the first quarter. If you are the Lady Grizzlies, it's 16 Labette County, Pittsburgh 11. That's the end of 1. We'll take 60 seconds on KLKC.
Wood Harry Insurance 2020 is over. We're looking forward to a great 2021. The Chiefs are looking strong, and so are we.
Zoom calls are still part of everyday office life, and we're still social distancing.
But the one thing that didn't change, our commitment to customer service. We helped file claims when summer thunderstorms brought wind and hail damage, and continued to find customers affordable coverage options for home, auto, business, and farms. Wood Harry Insurance, a true constant in a year of change.
And proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tingle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you try to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke. It's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time.
That spells fast.
Better call 911. At Strokes First Sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
It'll be Grizzly basketball to open things up in quarter number 2. To recap, it's 16 Labette County, Pittsburgh 11. Pittsburgh came out striking first as the ball's tipped out of bounds. Will, quickly just kind of explain how the Grizzlies turned the tables there late first quarter.
Defense, pressing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really the story of, but I mentioned to you in between timeouts, I think Pittsburgh's without 2 of their better players. They're going to be without Madden Petty tonight, along with the freshman Jacqueline Hall.
That's huge.
As I haven't seen, Petty's not out there, and I don't see her on the bench.
Hall started at Pittsburgh.
And Hall has not been in.
Yeah, and that's huge. As we have a turnover on Labette County, it's Pittsburgh ball. Here's Hendrickson with it. And, yeah, those missing Hall and Petty is just huge. They made big impacts in Pittsburgh and were a big reason why it was competitive. Here's a pass intercepted by Dean on the other end. That's got to be as she throws it out of bounds and skip ahead to Stewart. Dean just got a little bit too excited there. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, the turnovers have just been remarkable.
The turnovers, that goes to missing those 2 guards, as those 2 are probably your primary ball handlers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that hurts.
As Pittsburgh's looking to overcome the absence of 2 of their better players, and they've done a pretty good job. Grizzlies have done a lot of pressure in the late first quarter. We'll see if they can respond. It's Fernelli with the ball, picked up by Dean, intercepted by Sorrell. That's got to be like 5 in a row for this Lady Grizzly defense. Up ahead, here's Forbes. She turns off the glass, and it rolls in.
That ball never hit the deck.
It's 18-11 as it just kind of dumped in. Here is Fernelli with it. Fernelli just trying to find a crease in this Grizzly pressure. Here's Hendrickson. She flings it up ahead, and it's way over the hands of Talent and rolls out of bounds. It's Lady Grizzly basketball. It just feels like every possession for the last 3 minutes of play on the clock has just been a turnover for the Dragons.
Yeah, and again, I'm going to keep referencing it. It's the 2 guards. If those 2 guards have taken care of all the pressure for you all season, now you're going against one of the better pressing teams probably in the 4A state.
And I wonder if those 2 didn't play last night. They lost to Pitt. I wonder.
It makes you wonder because that's a lot of your scoring. I mean, 1,000-point scorer out of your lineup, and then a freshman who handles the ball for you. Now you're putting Fornelli out of her position, probably more of that 3 guard.
It changes
type.
everything, yeah.
It moves her into that position. It moves Talent off the bench into the starting lineup, and it also moves Cheyenne Hunt into the starting lineup, and we didn't see much of her in Pittsburgh.
As we do have a turnover on Labette County, it's quickly the other way, Pittsburgh basketball. Here's Fernelli, trapped by Stewart and Brannon. She flings it. It's tipped by Dean and recovered by Sorrell. Another Grizzly forced turnover up ahead to Forbes. They're looking for blood. Here's Stewart off the glass. She's fouled by Fernelli. Carson Stewart's going to go to the line to try to stretch this lead to 9 for the Lady Grizzlies. Had to do some math there. At the scoring table is Haley McCabe for the Purple Dragons. And it looks like we have a Pittsburgh timeout. It's a full timeout, so we'll take just 30 seconds here on KLKC. You're listening to Lady Grizzly Basketball.
If you want to help others, then join Labette Community College Dental Assistant Program to place yourself in a field with rewarding income potential, job growth, mobility, and a career that's ever-changing. Start today for an engaging career, which may serve as a starting point to become a hygienist or dentist. Earn a certificate in as little as 9 months or an associate's degree in dental assisting in as little as 2 years. Earn your dental assistant degree for as little as $119 per credit hour. Call today to find out more about this exciting program being offered at the LCC Cherokee Center near Pittsburgh.
18-11, Lady Grizzlies. After probably the first 6 minutes of play in the first quarter, the Dragons were up 9-2, 9-4, so they definitely delivered the first couple punches. But ever since about the 2-minute mark in the first quarter, it has been all, and I mean all, Lady Grizzlies, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, again, defense starts it all, and for Labette County, it's the press, the 2-2-1, the 1-2-2, you name it, the Grizzlies are running it right now.
As Stewart's going to get her first attempt from the free throw line. It's on its way, and it is short. She kind of laughs that one off, as do all of her teammates, as it just kind of nicked the bottom of the net.
I think she does that at least once every game.
Yeah.
If we
just doesn't really use her legs.
If we go back and watch all of them,
there
she
goes.
Switch the second one.
Yep.
She does it every
you could
time.
Tell.
She misses the first one by a ton, but the second one's correct and it's in. It's
She's
like
just trying to get the elements down, the wind, the density, and then she knocks down the second one and then doesn't miss from there on out.
Well, I'm pretty sure her grandmother and mom were up there filming that one too because they all started laughing.
Oh yeah, I see them up there. Yeah, as we have an
they
and
all had
one.
the cameras up and then they dropped.
an and one quickly on the other end by Jaya Minifield, as that'll be team foul number 3 on Labette County. Sitting down's Madison Brandon. They have it up there as her first personal, but I believe that's 2 on Brandon as she had that one in the corner.
Yeah.
The and one free throw is good from Minifield, so the lead now just 6 for Labette County, 5 for Labette County, 19-14, despite the incredible defensive performance from the Lady Grizzlies. Here's Dean at the top. Now Stewart working right to left on Talent. She bounce passes to Perez on the near side. Now Sorrell in the corner reversing it. Perez takes left side. McCabe kicks it back out to Forbes. Head fakes, drives on Hunt. Now to the corner. Dean head fakes on Hendrickson. Takes her baseline. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on Hendrickson. It looks like she kind of grabbed the jersey.
Bar.
Yeah, of Dean. So checking in is Fornelli, and taking a seat is Hunt for the Lady Dragons. That is Hendrickson's first personal foul and third team foul, so just a combined 6 team fouls for each team. Here's Stewart looking to inbound under the paint, but she'll retreat to Sorrell at the elbow. Quick to Stewart, now back to Sorrell inside. She turns off the glass, and it rolls home for Elsie Sorrell. Nice looking play there.
Sorrell just buries her defenders. Like if she gets 2 feet in the lane,
that's perfect wording.
She's scoring it.
That's perfect wording, and another Grizzly turnover forced. Nothing new. Here's Perez pushing the pace. Sorrell low block, backed out to Dean. Far corner, Stewart wide open, 4-3. It's a big one. It's short, but she trails her own miss and gets it, and it looks like she was fouled by Hendrickson, but no fouls called. And a good no call, as it was just Stewart ran into her more so than the other way around. Here's Fornelli with the basketball. Lady Grizzlies 21, Pittsburgh 14, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Fornelli picks up her dribble. Perez makes her pay, but she will find on the left side Talent, guarded by Stewart. She comes off a Minifield screen, nowhere to go inside, so she'll kick it back out to McCabe. Now inside, it's intercepted by Anna Dean. It was intended for Hendrickson. Up ahead is Perez. Dump inside is out of bounds, intended for Lauren Forbes. That's happened a handful of times tonight. 3 new Grizzlies checking in. It's Madison Hayward, Shelby Wilson, and Claire Carnahan replacing Carson Stewart, Elsie Sorrell, and Lauren Forbes. So this could very easily, I say easily, be a double-digit more game. There's been a lot of missed opportunities on this end off a transition.
Yeah, it's one of those where you get put in the hole 6-0, but then you have an opportunity to be up by 10 at half, and you'll take it no matter how ugly it should be.
Here's Hendrickson off a Minifield miss off the glass. Hendrickson gets it to go. 21-16. Lady Grizzlies. Hendrickson has a couple points tonight, Will. 4?
Yeah, she has 6.
6, okay, yeah, so Hendrickson making her presence felt when she does catch it in position. Here's Hayward in the corner, guarded by McCabe. Now Perez inside to Dean. She takes a power step off the glass, and it won't roll home, but she gets it, puts it back up. It's no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Off of Shelby Wilson, they say. It'll be Dragon basketball, but Dean is working hard down there.
Dean's having to work for everything she's got tonight. She's outsized in the post, and that's something she hasn't seen all season. You can tell she's getting body bloated and she's tired.
Yeah, she is. As in Pittsburgh, it was a battle. Her and Hendrickson down there, and exactly that tonight, as Hendrickson does take a seat, it looks like, and coming in for her is Natalie Talent, it looks like. So a smaller lineup for Pittsburgh. Here's Fornelli kicking it out to Talent.
All guards.
It is. As the Grizzlies have kind of 2 bigs. We have a travel here on McCabe. So quickly the other way, it'll be Labette County basketball inbounding it. Grizzly lead is just 5. Feels like it should be more, granted the defensive performance, but Pittsburgh's done a nice job of hanging tight. Here's Wilson right side. Dean at the top, hits a flashing Carnahan. She turns with the left off the glass. Claire Carnahan, nice shot there for 2, 23-16. Lady Grizzlies, 3 minutes and 15 seconds and ticking in the first half. It'll be Fornelli running point, coming off of a McCabe screen. McCabe has it now. She just now crosses half court, gives it back to Fornelli at the volleyball line. Now right side, here's Talent, working right to left, gets in between some Grizzly defenders and hoist one up, and we have a travel called on Natalie Talent. So Grizzly basketball again. Checking in is Elsie Sorrell, and taking a much-needed breather, as Will mentioned, is Anna Dean. 23-16. We just hit the 3-minute mark here in the first half.
And only one starter on the floor now for Labette County.
Yes, it is. That starter is Elsie Sorrell, who just checked in. So here's Carnahan inside to Sorrell. It's tipped, but Sorrell corrals it, and the ball is tipped out of bounds off of the fingertips of Hayward. So Pittsburgh basketball. Grizzlies just can't quite get to that point where they can put together that 8-0 run to go up by 10 or 12. And some credit Pittsburgh.
7.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad lead. Granted, the start, but it's flipped so quickly. It feels like we should be up by so much more. Fornelli's running point has a lot of the night. Picked up by Perez at half court. Hands it off to McCabe now. McCabe hits Morey right side in front of the student section. Now reversing it around the perimeter. Fornelli has it. Fornelli coming off of a Hunt screen, flips it inside. Nice feed to Hendrickson, who lays it off of the glass. That's good for Ella Hendrickson, 23-18. That was one of the better Pittsburgh possessions we have seen in a while.
And they knew exactly where they wanted to go.
Yes. Hendrickson has done a nice job inside. Here's Sorrell guarded by Hendrickson. Backed out to Perez. She has her pocket picked, but it'll be maintained by Sorrell. Now Hayward, right wing, reversing it to the top. Stewart. Now Perez left side, kicks it deep corner, Carnahan. Jab steps but reverses it. Perez now inside to Sorrell, and she got caught walking as she was trying to work on Hendrickson and doing her signature move and just got a little bit too quick that time. So it'll be Pittsburgh basketball. Sitting down is McCabe, and checking in is Talent. Here's Finelli off the
Forbes
inbound.
And Dean come back in.
Oh, yeah, as Forbes and Dean on my – I wasn't looking that way, came back in. It looks like for Carnahan and Hayward. Here is Talent with the basketball, flips it to the left side. Here's Hunt. Looking inside is Pittsburgh a lot of the time. Here's a 3 head faked. Now back to Hunt to the left, and it's picked away by Jasmine Perez. She knew where that was going the second she threw it, and she lays it off the glass in transition. Jasmine Perez extending the Grizzly lead back to 7. Perez making her presence felt defensively. Pittsburgh nowhere to go with it, but they do find Fornelli. 5-second count was nearing. Fornelli picked up by Stewart, runs into her, and they still haven't crossed half court. Here's Hunt, back to Fornelli, and here they just now get it across the timeline. 1:08 to go. In the corner now, bounce passing inside off the glass. Nice shot there from Ella Hendrickson. She has 10. She has half of their points, and we're going to have a foul on Hendrickson quickly on the other end. She is working really hard down there. That's, I think, 2 on Hendrickson. Yes, it is. Checking in is Morey, and sitting down is Hendrickson. You don't want her to pick up a 3rd foul before the break. So 25-20 Labette County. Lead still not swelling for these Lady Grizzlies. Stewart inbounding it to the corner. Jasmine Perez quickly inside to Dean. Dribbles, turns, nothing there, puts it up, rejected by Minifield. Ball's on the deck. Stewart has it, and we're going to have a jump ball forced by Fornelli, and it is going to go in the direction of Pittsburgh. So this next 48.7 seconds could be big for either team. Looking like it's going to be big for Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah, you're down 5. You can cut that to 2 or 3. You're going to feel pretty good going to the locker room.
Yeah, no kidding. Here is Dragon basketball. Crossing half court is Talent. Stopped by Stewart on the baseline drive. Flicks it back over her head. Here's a little 2-point jumper. No good by Morey. Kind of a different shot selection from the Dragons. 27 seconds on the clock. Grizzly basketball. We'll see if they hold for one. Here's Perez right side. Coming off of a Sorrell ball screen. Gets to the free throw line. Kicks out to Forbes. Inside to Sorrell. It's tipped out of bounds. And it's going in the direction of the Dragons. That was the right call, as it did roll off the tips of Sorrell's fingers last. So 15.8 on the clock in the first half. Grizzly lead is just 5. Dragons do have the basketball, as they do pick them up full court. Here is Talent with the ball. She's going to walk across half court. 9 seconds on the clock. This is a big possession. Here she comes off a screen. Talent kicks it to the corner. 4 seconds. Now to the top, Minifield. 2 seconds. She's rejected by Dean, and Dean hoists a half-court shot, and it looked good but comes up short. So at the end of one half, it's Grizzlies 25, Dragons 20. Really entertaining first half here in Altamont. Don't go anywhere. Your halftime show's coming right up on KLKC. 2 minutes here on KLKC.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and we are so excited to have this new compounding lab that we have created and designed to help you choose the different kind of medications that you might need. In here, we do compounding, custom medications for you. We could do bioidentical hormones, so that's testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. We could do DHEA. We could do any of those medications to help you level out those hormones to help you stay healthy and better. We could do troches. We could do capsules. We can even do rapidly dissolved tablets, all right here at Bowen Pharmacy in Parsons, Kansas. We even have great diaper rash cream that will help your baby heal and be better and safer in the long run. Once again, we're always thankful that you choose Bowen Pharmacy to be your local provider and to make you better and to help you stay healthier and live longer. Thank you and enjoy the day.
Lady Grizzlies lead 25-20 over the visiting Purple Dragons of Pittsburgh at the end of one half of play. And before we kind of get into what happened there in the first half, Will, do you have any stats for us?
First for the visiting team, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, it is Addison Fortnelli with 2, Jaya Minifield with 6, Ella Hendrickson with 10, Cheyenne Hunt with 2, giving the Lady Dragons 20 on the night, 11 in quarter number 1, and 9 in quarter number 2. For Labette County, it's going to be 8 different scores tonight for Labette County. Madison Brandon with 3, Anna Dean with 4, Elsie Sorrell with 5, Lauren Forbes with 4, Carson Stewart with 5, Jasmine Perez with 2, and Claire Carnahan with 2. Lady Grizzlies score 16 in quarter number 1 and only 9 in quarter number 2. Grizzlies were up 16-11 at the end of the first quarter and finished at the half up 25-10 with the matching of each other on the second quarter of this one.
And the first few minutes of the first quarter, it just looked like Pittsburgh was on a mission as they came out, hit a 3 to give them 9 points compared to the Grizzlies. I think, was it 9-2 or 9-4? It doesn't really matter. The idea is that Pittsburgh came out of the gate ready to go, 9-2, and then Grizzlies just immediately, it seemed like after that Coach Snyder 30-second timeout after the Dragons did go up 9-2, it just flipped instantly, creating turnovers, not scoring every time off of those turnovers, which is why we're only up 5, as we kind of failed to convert on a few of those turnovers that were kind of sloppy, just passes that went out of bounds off of a skip. But, I mean, you can't necessarily complain. Responding the way you did to the early push, not playing for a while, then you settle in and get into what you like to do best, which is that half-court press, pick off passes, and make them pay on the other end.
Yeah, and the press has been everything for Labette County. The only thing that really can scare you now is Jaya Minifield if she happens to get hot, but now we look at Ella Hendrickson. Ella's got 10 of the 20 for the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. And that's the first place they're looking every time. So if we are forced to double down or even triple team down, now we're in a situation of what are we going to do with the inside? We guard the inside, we double them, we triple team them. Now we're forced to try and kick out and guard the outside and leave them open for threes.
Yeah, and that's a gamble we may have to end up taking. You're right. Hendrickson's tough to guard because if you just deny the pass, she's really good, and we're not that tall. She's really good at getting that position to where if the guard makes a good enough pass, she can catch it over the top, and then she has an easy score because her defender's right behind her. Or if you just guard her how a lot of people guard post, kind of like behind them, try to show them that hand. If she catches it in that position where you're in front of her, behind her, however you want to say it, like on her hip, she can kind of back you down, and she's really good at creating those shots off of like a turn and off the glass. She's really good at those shots. So either way you try to guard her, if she catches it close enough to the basket, most of the time she's going to score. So you're right, do you front her 60 seconds and counting until the beginning of second half action. It should be a good one. And as we always say, and it feels like this one is a prime example of it, third quarter's huge, really big, because if you go into the fourth quarter and you're Pittsburgh and you're within, if you can tie or beat Labette County by at least 1 point in this third quarter, you're right where you want to be. You want to be in striking distance going down the stretch, because if it becomes one of those games where you're running from behind, you're probably not going to close it out in this building against a team like this. So you just kind of want to keep it right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those that the pressure's not on you, but they got momentum. They're inside Harrison Gymnasium with 5-point deficit. I mean, you don't want that to be that case. You want to be closer to that 10-point deficit by the time this quarter's over.
Exactly. Here's Forbes coming off of a ball screen. Grizzlies open this up with the basketball. Here's Brandon on the left elbow. Now top of the key is Forbes. Forbes working right to left, surveying. Can't find anybody. Here comes a popping Stewart. She has it knocked out of bounds, but a foul is called on Natalie Talent. Quick foul there on Talent. That's the first personal foul and, of course, the first team foul of the half for Pittsburgh. Or second personal. Wait, no, they haven't put it up yet. They still have Hendrickson's fouls up there. That is just one on Natalie Talent, Will confirms. Here is Stewart with the basketball, 30 seconds into the second half. Grizzly lead is 5 for those of you just joining us. Here's Brandon squaring up from deep, and it's no good off the glass. Here's Forbes hitting the deck, and Hendrickson falls on it, but it's picked up by Brandon. And it is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Labette County. Nice hands there from Natalie Talent. But Hendrickson dove on the deck, and
Forbes went to grab her shoulder. I was almost afraid she got hit.
Oh.
Or she's just making sure she got it out of the way. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we hope that she's okay. Here's Brandon off the inbound from Stewart. Now to Dean. Looked like she wanted to shoot it, but she'll bounce pass inside right block. Sorrell turns off the glass. No good. She gets her own miss. And here's Forbes driving baseline. Picks up her dribble. Here's Brandon in the left corner. She'll put it up for 3. It's strong. Rebounded by Hunt. So nice defensive possession to kind of escape a Grizzlies score there from Pittsburgh, as Grizzlies got a lot of good looks there. Here's Fernelli with the basketball, guarded by Forbes. Fernelli hands it off to Hunt. Hunt hands it off to Talent. They're just looking for a crease, it looks like. Here's Fernelli off the handoff. She has her pocket picked by Forbes. Forbes is going the other way. Chased down by Minifield. Forbes jump stops. It's not there. She'll pass to Stewart. Her layup's no good. Ball's fought for, and it lands out of bounds. They'll say it's off of Minifield, and it's going to stay with Labette County.
They weren't pleased with Fornelli's effort.
Yeah, it was just kind of a jog.
She turned around, looked at the bench, and jogged.
As a pass is thrown out of bounds, a little too high from Dean to Brandon. It's Dragon basketball, so the Grizzlies giving Pittsburgh every opportunity they could ask for, but Pittsburgh has yet to capitalize here early second half, and they need to. Here's Fernelli up ahead across half court to Hunt. She's double teamed, but she'll fling it back to Fernelli. Fernelli calls out a play. Grizzlies look to be in the formation of a 2-3, and they are. Here right side is Talent. They are. Here's a skip across left side to Fernelli. Hendrickson was big in the first half, and as Will said, they're kind of doubling her. Here's a running floater, no good, but a foul on the body by Anna Dean. And it'll be Talent going to the line to shoot 2, try to make this a one-possession game for her Dragons.
I don't know if I agree with it, but I'm not going to argue it.
Yeah, as Dean has really elevated her shot-blocking ability and maybe just clipped the body of Talent enough for them to blow the whistle. Talent's first free throw is up and a little strong, so 25-20 the score remains. One more free throw to come from Talent. 6:06 to go in the third quarter. Talent's second free throw is up and hits the back iron and falls home. So Grizzly lead just 4. Dragons lead 1-0 basically in the third quarter. Grizzlies yet to score. Here's a pass inside to Dean. She turns left hand off the glass. It's good for Anna Dean. Beautiful look inside from Elsie Sorrell. And a nice finish from Anna Dean to give her the assist.
Yeah, there's no help in the post. They're relying on Hendrickson to guard the entire post, and so Dean seals her one way, and it works well.
Here's a little floater jumper by Fernelli. Hits every part of the rim and bounces out. Grizzlies can capitalize on a momentum push here, up 27-21. Forbes, nice pass inside to Brandon. She's rejected from behind by Hendrickson. It's off the foot of Sorrell and picked up by Stewart. Grizzlies maintain possession. Here's Forbes with it, backing it out.
Hendrickson's lucky she didn't pick up foul number 3.
Oh, I know.
Right through the back.
That's kind of,
Brandon.
That was an awkward block. Here's Stewart with it left wing, coming off of a Sorrell screen. She almost has it stolen by Minifield, but she picks it up. Here is Sorrell driving baseline, shoots over Hendrickson. She tries to take the charge, and they call a block, and that's 3 on Ella Hendrickson. As it was kind of an awkward, she wasn't really set, so a proper call there by the referee as Sorrell heads to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, she tried. If she would have stayed straight up, she would have been better off.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to like the idea and the effort, because we don't really see teams do that to us often. As Elsie's first free throw is good, Hendrickson does take a seat, as that was indeed her 3rd personal foul of the game. And checking in for her is Paige Morey, the 5'9" junior. Sorrell's second free throw is up and short, and it looks like Lauren Forbes sat down, and Jasmine Perez came back in for her. So here's Fernelli trying to get an edge on Perez, but Perez cuts her off. She gets to the block, and she's rejected by Dean at the rim, and Brandon catches it off of the block, and Brandon dribbles off the heel of Minifield, and it's picked up here by Talent. It looked like she traveled, and Minifield has it, guarded by Perez. Ball's on the deck. She picks it up and harassed by Perez. And a timeout, Pittsburgh. That was a good timeout, to say the least.
From one left.
As he does just have one timeout left for the next 12 minutes and 48 seconds.
Of game time.
Of game time. So 28-21 Lady Grizzlies kind of maintaining things here early. Tonight's broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op, as well as we'd like to thank our other sponsors, Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Health, Labette Bank, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Bartlett Co-op, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, No Dine Legal, Tank Connection, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Community National Bank, the Corner Store of Altamont, Thomas Implement, Farm Bureau Agent Kendall Hall, and MJ's Burger House. So the lead is 7 for Labette County, up just 5 at half. So they are winning the third quarter as both teams make their way onto the court to open things up. It looks like it's going to be Pittsburgh basketball, as they did have it. They were getting ready to turn it over, but they did call a timeout in the last second. Here is Fernelli off of the inbounds. She's going to try to walk it up here. She hasn't been able to breathe much, as her pass over the top's tipped by Dean and tracked down almost out of bounds by Hunt. She's doubled by Perez, and Dean flings it over the top to Fernelli. Fernelli pass across the paint to Minifield, who banks it home for 2. Nice possession under the chaos from Pittsburgh there. Lead back to just 5 for the Lady Grizzlies.
5 may be where we stay the rest of this ball game.
It might be, as Dean throws it out of bounds, as a dump pass was intended for Sorrell over the top, but just a little too strong. There's been quite a few of those tonight for Labette County. Pittsburgh basketball looking to capitalize and get closer than 5. Here is Hunt, almost backcourt called on Fornelli, and a pass is tipped out of bounds by Sorrell. That pass was intended for Morey.
That was really close.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if she ever established herself in the front court.
Yeah, that was close, but I think that she did catch it and land in the proper area. Here's an entry pass intercepted by Perez. Perez is wide open, and she'll lay it home for 2. 30-23 Lady Grizzlies. Jasmine Perez is a defensive nightmare for these Purple Dragons right now. I
think that's any team.
That is true. For any team. That's very true. Here's a pass tipped out of bounds by the Lady Dragons. It'll be Labette County basketball. 2 new Grizzlies checking in. It's Lauren Forbes and Claire Carnahan replacing Anna Dean and Carson Stewart. So Grizzly basketball still back with that little ounce of momentum, trying to turn it in to a gallon. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Let's get to a cup first.
As I did come up with that on the fly. I'm trying to come up with some announcer lines here of my own. Here's Carnahan at the free throw line, pulling up, and it rattles home for 2. That's one of her favorite shots. 32-23 Lady Grizzlies. Pittsburgh, like Will said, with just one timeout. So if he wants to stop the momentum, he can do it at his own risk.
Yeah, I mean, he did what he had to do in the first half, and now he's in a situation. I got one left. I got to be very smart when it's a make-or-break situation.
Here's Minifield weaving in between the white jerseys. She will find Fornelli just inside the free throw line. Her jumper's no good. Brandon on the rebound, Sorrell on the outlet. Here's Forbes. She'll hit a cutting Carnahan. She jump stops. Here's Sorrell, now Brandon just inside the three-point line. It's a swish for Maddie Brandon. 34-23 Lady Grizzlies. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Nice looking stroke there from Madison Brandon.
You believe me to tell you that's only point number 4 and 5 for Madison Brandon?
That you wouldn't believe it, especially with an 11-point lead, but this Grizzly team did do a lot of versatile scoring in the first half. Here's Dragons with the basketball. Fornelli shooting over Sorrell, rolls around the rim, no good. Here's Perez pushing the pace. They can hit him with one here. Here is Sorrell. Now back to Forbes. She's wide open for three, and it's strong. Nice box out from Minifield as she'll rebound it and dish it out to Fornelli. Coach wants him to push the pace. Fornelli turns her walk into a jog, and she's stopped by Jasmine Perez. Now here left side is Talent.
And now's the time where you might start to see that fatigue of playing last night set in for the Purple Dragons.
As the pace of play has gotten back to where the Grizzlies want it to be, and that is fast. Here's Fornelli, dribbles off her knee but maintains, shoots over Perez. It's no good. Rebounded by Sorrell. Here, her outlet's intercepted by Talent, and she shoots an awkward shot but is fouled. Looks like by Lauren Forbes. Nice effort there from Natalie Talent, as Pittsburgh needed something, and she got it for him, as that foul is on Lauren Forbes. That is just the second team foul and her first personal.
A lot of subs set to check in.
Yeah, 2 for each team. As Talent's first free throw is up and good. Hendrickson and Hunt check into the game for the Dragons, replacing Minifield and Fornelli. And Brandon and Forbes take a breather, and Hayward and Wilson check in for Labette County, as does Anna Dean. Anna Dean last second checks in at the scoring booth as a Dragon is tying her shoe, and Sorrell takes a break.
Fornelli getting talked to by the assistant coach.
Yep.
Keith Matlock, also the head baseball coach, as baseball season's turning around the corner.
It is coming up.
I would say it has to do something with the jogging into a walk mentality.
Yeah, she's kind of been beat up tonight by the Grizzly press. As Talent's second free throw is good, Grizzly lead back to single digits. Here's Wilson in the corner on the other end. 1:50 and counting to go in quarter number 3. Here's Hayward with the ball just inside the volleyball line. Here is Wilson, deep left side, has it poked out of her hands by Maury, or Talent rather. Talent takes another swipe, and she fouls her this time. Talent getting a little antsy. And you can just see the frustration between the players and the bench of these Purple Dragons. They can't breathe, and it's frustrating them. Here's Wilson, bounce passing to the left corner, Dean. Dean skips it back to the top. Here is Hayward backing it out to the logo. 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Wilson has it, denies a Carnahan ball screen. She had an open baseline but didn't know it. Here's a long 2 for Anna Dean. It's short and she knew it, and it lands out of bounds. It'll be Purple Dragon basketball as Dean just laughs that one off.
Smiling, jogging back.
The second she released it, she knew it was short. So 34-25 Lady Grizzlies. 1:17 to go in the third quarter. Purple Dragons with the ball. Fornelli with it. We'll see if she changes anything up after Coach talked to her. Here's Talent with it. Talent.
Gotta go.
Yeah, they have not crossed half court. Here's Fornelli, a skip up ahead to Talent that does cross half court. She gets to the corner, double teamed by Hayward and Carnahan. She weaves out somehow, and a bounce pass is intercepted by Wilson. Nice hands by Shelby Wilson. Pass up ahead to Perez. She's wide open, off the glass, too strong. Tipped, long rebound, snagged down by Hunt. 48 seconds to go. Here's Fornelli, now up ahead to Minifield. Behind the three-point line. She'll take Hayward baseline, off the glass for Minifield. It's good for Jaya Minifield. Nice looking drive there by Minifield. 34-27. 30 seconds to go. Grizzly basketball. Pittsburgh still not wanting to go away. Here's a 3 from the top by Hayward. It's short, no good. Rebounded by Anna Dean, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Jaya Minifield. It is on Jaya Minifield. That's her second personal and just the third team foul for the Lady Dragons. Checking in is Kaylee Musa, and taking a seat is Minifield. Inbounding it is Wilson. Big 25 seconds here for the Grizzlies. Nice entry pass to Carnahan, high off the glass, and it falls home for Claire Carnahan. Nice entry play there designed by Coach Snyder. 17 seconds to go, 36-27 Labette County. Here is Hunt with the ball. Dean takes a swipe at it, and she'll find Fornelli. 8 seconds to go. She's working on Perez. Dribbles 2 times, picks it up. Here's Hunt. 4 seconds to go. Bounce passes left side. Talent 4-3. And it's nothing but net for Natalie Talent as the buzzer rings. 36-30. Pittsburgh needed that shot big time. 6-point Grizzly lead at the end of 3. We'll take 60 seconds on KLKC. You're listening to Lady Grizzly Basketball.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
We will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line.
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
Big three-pointer hit right before the buzzer sound by Natalie Talent. Pittsburgh needed that one big time. As the Grizzlies did win that third quarter, but just by 1 point, it doesn't seem like that lead can get to 13, 14, 15. But maybe it does down the stretch. I don't know. Pittsburgh's not going away.
Yeah, and it's still interesting to see our scoring. Dean and Brandon are usually the highlights of it. We have 36 points. We're not scoring terrible. Dean's got 6. Brandon's got 5.
Wow. Yeah, that definitely tells you something about this Grizzly team. Inbounds pass is tipped by Lauren Forbes, and Fornelli picks it up and kind of smiles at Forbes before she dribbles up the court. I don't know what that is.
I think she's tired of getting harassed.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. As Fornelli has it poked away again off of the pass. Forbes harassing her again, and she gives it up and just kind of walks to the corner breathing heavily as Minifield has it.
That we saw her injure at Fort Scott.
You're right. Here is Talent with it, fresh off of a 3, tries to hit Hunt, and it's no good. Picked up. Nobody was out of bounds, I guess. And here's Sorrell off the outlet to Stewart. Sorrell crosses up on Minifield. Nice move there from Elsie. And here's Forbes now reversing it around Stewart. Nice look inside to Sorrell. She turns, shoots, and scores. Elsie Sorrell, her signature move, 38-30. Grizzlies back up by 8.
You can tell Forbes is kind of favoring that left shoulder a little bit right now.
Yeah, as it was kind of giving her fits, as Will mentioned. She did injure it not too long ago. Here's Minifield driving. She's rejected by Dean, but a foul is called. So Jaya Minifield's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That is just the second team foul for Labette County in the second half. Pittsburgh with just 3.
That's 3. They had it wrong.
3 team fouls, 2 on Anna Dean. Minifield's first one is off to the left. Perez checks in for Lauren Forbes.
Coach is immediately asking her about the shoulder.
Yeah, as Minifield's second free throw hits the front of the rim and falls home, 38-31, Lady Grizzlies. Here's Brandon off of the skip. She skips it up even farther to Sorrell inside. She hits a cutting Brandon. Nice cut there by Maddie Brandon. She hits the deck hard and is fouled. She hit the deck hard, but a really nice baseline cut. We do not see that much. After a post feed, we usually don't see a baseline cut, but I like the sneaky move by Brandon.
And I think everybody in the gym kind of held their breath a little bit because you saw Anna Dean immediately go for her, grab Maddie's head, make sure she was okay, because we knew Maddie missed most of the volleyball season with a concussion.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. That's true. Looks like she's okay as she calmly knocks down the first free throw, getting set for her second one. It's on the way, and it is good. Nothing but net again. Lead back to 9 for the Lady Grizzlies, so they're definitely keeping it right there in that range. Here is Fornelli calling for help as she's needed it all night long. She passes it up ahead to the corner. It's poked out of bounds by Dean. I wouldn't say Fornelli's not getting any help, but it seems like she's taken the blunt of the blow tonight.
Yeah, they're pressuring her pretty hard. She's going to sleep well tonight.
Yeah, she is. As Perez is right on her inbounds pass is tipped away by Stewart. She's trying to chase it down, her and Talent, and someone's fouled. I would assume it's on Talent as Stewart was in front of her. Will confirms, and it is on Talent. That is her second personal foul, 5th team foul. So the team foul's growing just a little bit for the Purple Dragons.
You can see it on Talent's face. She's frustrated right now, too. Her and Fornelli both.
Yeah, they've both definitely shown the frustration the most out of any of them. Here is Perez with it, walking across the logo. 6.5 to go in the ball game. Here's Sorrell, high left elbow. Dean's working on Hendrickson inside. And here is Forbes hitting the deck, kind of on top of Talent. The ball is saved from going out of bounds by Sorrell, and Perez comes away with it. Here's Dean catching it inside, squaring up on Hendrickson. Back out to Brandon. She's contested, but pulls up and gets it to go right in front of the student section. Maddie Brandon feeling good from behind the arc. Grizzly lead is finally up to 12. Here is Fornelli with the ball. 6 minutes to go. Here's a pass tipped out of bounds by Brandon. That has been a nonstop force tonight.
A Mitch Holtis favorite. Put the hammer down.
Put the hammer down. Grizzly lead has finally gotten to that break through the ice score of 12. 6 minutes now even to go in the game. Here's Hendrickson trying to work on Dean. She squares up on her and has nowhere to go. Dean being a little feisty with her hands, and the foul is called as the Purple Dragon fans behind us roar.
They're
team
still
fouls.
barking too, and it's 5-4 in team fouls.
Yeah, it's been a clean game all game long, so it's been pretty clean for each team. Grizzlies have played really good defense.
That's why I don't think nobody can handle the way Labette County plays defense.
Yeah,
it's in your face. It's going to be all night.
That's exactly right. Here is an entry pass thrown out of bounds by Hendrickson, intended for Fornelli, who just slaps the ball down against the ground, as it's definitely been a frustrating night for Fornelli. Here is Perez with it, skipping it up ahead to Brandon. Pittsburgh not quite set defensively. She's wide open, but doesn't shoot it, just kind of smiles. Here's an entry pass to Dean from Stewart. She turns with the left off the glass. She's fouled. So Anna Dean is going to the line to shoot 2. And that's something that the Grizzly posts do that is rare for some teams, both girls and boys. They use that left hand almost just as much and efficiently as they do their right. As Dean's first free throw is nothing but net. 44-31, Lady Grizzlies, 5.5 to go in the ball game. Dean's second free throw is up, and it is good. 45-31, Dragon basketball. And we do have a Pittsburgh timeout, so regardless of what it is, we'll take 30 seconds here on KLKC. 45-31 Lady Grizzlies. 30 seconds on KLKC.
Wood Doolahary Insurance 2020 is over. We're looking forward to a great 2021. The Chiefs are looking strong, and so are we.
Zoom calls are still part of everyday office life, and we're still social distancing.
But the one thing that didn't change, our commitment to customer service. We helped file claims when summer thunderstorms brought wind and hail damage, and continued to find customers affordable coverage options for home, auto, business, and farms. Wood Doolahary Insurance, a true constant in a year of change.
And proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
Lady Grizzlies have finally broken the ice here in Harrison, as their lead is now finally up to 14, which is the exact amount that they won this last contest by in Pittsburgh not too long ago. Pittsburgh again without 2 of their top players, the freshman Jacqueline Hall and Madden Petty, the 5'7" senior. And it will be Fornelli with the basketball to try to calm things down for the Lady Dragons, wanting to come off of a Hendrickson screen. And Hendrickson does set it on Perez. Nice screen there from Ella Hendrickson. Fornelli throws it inside. How is it not stolen? I do not know. But Hunt comes away with it, and on her second chance gets it to go. 45-33, as Hunt was just in the middle of a cloud of white and somehow got it.
Yeah.
Here is
County
Dean.
looking to put him away again.
Dean, nice feed inside to Sorrell. She's in position, and it's good for Elsie Sorrell. Basically a layup there for Elsie. Nice feed from the top by Dean. Here's Hendrickson, double teamed by Stewart and Dean. Nice sideline cutoff almost by Dean, as Hendrickson did a nice job of tight roping. Here is Talent with it now, guarded by Perez. And she loses it, and it's tipped out of bounds by Stewart, they say, and it'll stay with the Lady Dragons. It'll be Talent.
Really starting to set in now.
Yeah, for like everybody, like the fans, the bench, the players. It's just kind of gotten to that point. Here is Minifield driving baseline on Dean, forced to pick up her dribble. Here's Talent head faking. Nice dump inside to Hendrickson. She turns off the glass. It's strong. Rebound tipped around. Here is Hunt with it. And back out to Minifield. She quick triggers a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Stewart.
And Ella Hendrickson yet to score in the second half.
Wow, and had 10, half of their first half points in the first half. Here's Sorrell at the top. Here's Brandon inside shooting with the left, and they do call a travel. She got the hook shot to go, but she traveled before she got it up. Here's Claire Carnahan checking in for Anna Dean.
Well-deserved rest for Anna.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. She's definitely had a tough assignment down there with Hendrickson and done a very nice job with it. As I do see on the board, 4 personal fouls on Hendrickson, I believe. So she picks up one more. She's out of the contest. 4 minutes now to go in the ball game. Here in the corner is Minifield. Picks up her dribble. Here's Hendrickson backing down Sorrell. Off of the glass, and it's good. Nice looking shot there from Ella Hendrickson. Dragons still refusing to say no. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. On the other end, quickly is Carnahan on the left block. Kicks it back out to Perez. Here's a 3 by Stewart at the top. It's short. Nice box out by Fornelli as she just holds it, praying that the Grizzlies get back on defense. And Perez picks her up at half court.
Perez says no thanks.
Yeah. Here is Hunt with it, coming off of a Hendrickson screen. Gets to the free throw line. Nowhere to go. Kicks it back out to Talent. Now Fornelli. She calls for a ball screen and gets it from Minifield. She puts up an awkward shot. It's strong, no good. Didn't quite hit the rim. Here is Brandon now up the court to Stewart. Almost travels, but finds Perez now. And Coach Snyder would like a timeout. We'll see how long it is. It's a full timeout, so we'll take 30 seconds.
And that's her first one since she had to call one when they were down 9-2.
9-2, you're right. So Coach Snyder been very, very conservative with their timeouts, and it's worked out. So we'll take 30 seconds. 12-point Lady Grizzly lead. 30 seconds on KLKC.
If you want to help others, then join Labette Community College Dental Assistant Program to place yourself in a field with rewarding income potential, job growth, mobility, and a career that's ever-changing. Start today for an engaging career, which may serve as a starting point to become a hygienist or dentist. Earn a certificate in as little as 9 months or an associate's degree in dental assisting in as little as 2 years. Earn your dental assistant degree for as little as $119 per credit hour. Call today to find out more about this exciting program being offered at the LCC Cherokee Center near Pittsburgh.
12-point Lady Grizzly lead after an early Dragon surge. Immediately after the Dragons took the lead, 9-2 in the first quarter, the Grizzlies put their foot on the gas and have not let up since, forcing turnovers and making shots on the other end as they find themselves with a 12-point lead with 3 minutes to go in the ball game.
They hung up. Keep going for them.
As we do have a radio station problem, but for you live stream listeners, I will keep talking. Hopefully you're not annoyed. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the ball game. Here in the corner is Stewart in front of the student section. Now flinging it around the perimeter. Here's Forbes. Doesn't like what she sees on the baseline. Reverses it. Entry pass to Sorrell. As she is fouled. Looks like it's going to be, as that is the 7th team foul for the Dragons, so that does put the Grizzlies in the bonus. So Sorrell's going to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. The front end of it is up and short, no good. Here's Dean as she kind of had the ball above her head and Hendrickson grabbed it. She kind of fell to the ground awkwardly and once again pops up smiling. Anna Dean, seems like she's just been riding a roller coaster all night long, as Anna Dean has just kind of been harassed down there by Hendrickson. And since we are just live on our live stream, I'm just going to kind of walk you through it. I'm not really going to do play-by-play, since you can see everything and see the score as well. As the ref does change his mind and confirms with the Pittsburgh coach, it will be Lady Grizzly basketball. 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the ball game. Here is Anna Dean with it at the top as we are back live on the radio, KLKC. Here is Brandon deep left wing, kicks it back out to the top, Dean. Forbes comes to get it from her. Dean crosses over right to left and finds Stewart. Stewart on the right side, guarded by Fornelli. Fornelli's played about all this game, and you just have to imagine how wiped she is. Here's Brandon driving baseline, and a foul's called on Fornelli. It's a blocking foul.
She hasn't just been playing all night. She's also had to deal with bringing the ball up against the Grizzly press every possession.
Yeah, that's a good point, as she's had a hard time getting it over the top of some of these girls in white, as that is the 8th team foul for the Purple Dragons. So Brandon's going to go to the line to shoot 1-and-1. It is up, and it is good. So 48-35 Lady Grizzlies. Brandon's kind of clawed her way to a decent little scoring game.
Double digits, 11.
11 points from Madison Brannon. Nothing to slough off. A nice night from Madison Brannon. As a few new Dragons check in, it looks like he's kind of putting in another group. Down 13 with 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go. So on the court, it's going to be Desi Gorley, the sophomore, McCabe, Musa, Kylie Musa. So both Kylie and Kaylee Musa are on the court, as well as number 13, Paige Morey. As Brandon's second free throw is good as well, and the Dragons can't score on the other end. Here's Stewart walking it up. 2 minutes and counting to go in the ball game. Grizzly lead is 14. Here's Brandon with it, skipping it up ahead to the corner. Sorrell. On the reversal, Dean has it now. Now Stewart looking inside for Forbes. Reverses it. Here is Dean now. Here's Stewart. Grizzlies look to just be burning some clock here, and rightfully so. Here's Brandon flinging it inside to Stewart. Dragon hits the deck. Forbes takes advantage, and she's fouled on the attempt. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2 this time. As that foul is on number 13, Paige Morey. That's her second personal and 9th team foul for the Dragons. Madison Hayward and Claire Carnahan, as well as Audrey Dewey, thank you, are at the scoring booth for the Lady Grizzlies as Forbes' first free throw's up and good. And in come Hayward, Carnahan, and Dewey is going to come in for Forbes if she can get it to go. Dean and Stewart are going to take a break. Really nice game there from those two ladies right there. Forbes' second free throw is up, and it's off the mark.
She didn't want to come out.
Yeah, Dewey's going to have to stay at the scoring table a little bit longer. Here on the transition push is Kylie Musa. Now at the top is McCabe. Guarded by Brandon, loses control but tracks it down. Brandon still allowing 0 room to breathe. Here is Kylie Musa with it, getting by Forbes, drives, puts it up, and it's good for Kylie Musa. She gets the floater to go. 49-37, Lady Grizzlies. Nice looking shot and move from Kylie Musa. Here's Brandon. Now at the top is Carnahan. 60 seconds and counting to go in the ball game. Looking like the Lady Grizzlies are going to get out of here with a win, and a big one at that. Here's Hayward off the skip. Now to Sorrell in the corner. Looking inside. No one's there. They're just kind of keeping it spread out, burning some clock.
I don't think the subs are going to get in.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either unless we throw it away or something here, which creates a dead ball. Here's Hayward now, 35 seconds and counting. Now Brandon with it. McCabe trying to create some havoc here for Brandon, but she finds Sorrell at the top, and a pass is tipped out of bounds by Gorley. 24 seconds on the clock, so a slew of Grizzlies checks in. It's Pegues, Wilson, Ashante Smith, Audrey Dewey, and Madison Hayward, who was already in. They all come in. So a nice night from the Grizzlies starters. Here's Wilson inbounding it. She'll find Pegues now. 22 seconds on the clock as she'll take it to Musa, but she'll be forced to back it out. Now to Hayward, 13 seconds on the clock. The student section wants a 3 so bad right now, but you just can't. Can you?
No.
Here's Dewey with it, working baseline. She tries to get around Morey. She'll reverse it. Now Pegues shoots a 3, and it's short at the buzzer from Abby Pegues. So your final from Harrison Gymnasium, Pittsburgh 37, Lady Grizzlies 49, won this one by just 2 points less than they did in Pittsburgh. So a big win in the SEK race for these Lady Grizzlies. Your post-game show, sponsored by Bowen Pharmacy, is coming your way in 2 minutes on KLKC. You just listened to a Lady Grizzly victory.